Hello, ladies and gentlemen, dudettes. I'm Matt Burns.
And I am somebody that you've all been waiting for. The one and only James Irvine.
That he is. And this is The Burning Truth.
The truth that burns like when I pee.
Every fucking week.
What?
Every week.
Every week.
Why do you have to always reference that, we're like a burning sensation?
We are like a burning sensation.
But not in the lavatory sense. Because we're not going down in the pan.
I say burning like when I pee, and you say like going down. Wow.
You see, you've lowered the tone.
I do believe that was you, Mr. Burns. I do believe that was you, you absolute filthy-minded cretin. Anyway, before it gets worse, let's carry on into the actual disclaimer, because this could get very wrong very quickly.
Yeah, I thought you might.
What get very wrong very quickly?
No, I thought it might escalate.
I can go wrong. Disclaimer first. Hooray!
Please do so.
The following broadcast may contain language, opinions, and topics that may not be suitable for younger listeners or for those that are easily offended. However, I do believe that the Moomins is much easier on the eyes and ears.
I'd agree with
How
that.
you liking these classic cartoon references?
I'm liking it, but the only problem is the young demographic are probably going to be like, eh?
Well, considering that they are the generation that have their eyes glued to their phones, that they could literally just look it up with a snap or tippity tap of their fingers or thumbs, whichever way they are inclined.
Which, quite frankly, I agree with the fact that they should check it out.
True. Anyway, a little bit of a disclaimer. It is very hot today. So we both have our electric-powered fans going at the same time. So if you hear any whirring noises or buzzing noises or vibrating noises, giggity, then, just please forgive us and bear with us, because good times. Good times.
Translation is, we don't want to melt.
Well, you do kind of look like melted ice cream right now.
Yeah, I thought so.
Or 99.9% of the time.
Very funny. But at the same time, I was just in there thinking to myself, should I take that as a compliment? No, it's Irvine. He's probably meant that as an insult.
Yep. Remember the Avengers?
Of course I do.
Thor?
Actually, where you go with this?
Rocket's comments to him? You look like melted ice cream?
Yes.
Yes. I've got you thinking like Homer now, aren't I? Ice cream.
You haven't. You have got me thinking to myself, I thought you were going to go into a different direction. You haven't.
One Direction.
Can I just put out a quick disclaimer in advance right now? Ahead of our usual other disclaimers. It's more of an apology.
Oh dear. Can I just jump in here, because the biggest geek or nerd in the room or on air right now would be Matt Burns. And before checking his facts, he decided to predetermine that
This was last week, by the way.
This was last week. Yes, it was last week. Last week he
I'm
decided
letting you
to
continue.
premature ejaculate all over the fact that Loki was coming out the following week.
Which was correct.
However, Mr. Burns decided to say that it was 6 days later. But it wasn't, was it, Mr. Burns?
No. It wasn't. And do you know what's even worse? What hurt even more?
Well, it was actually 5 days, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay, fair enough, okay. It was on the Wednesday.
No, I'm just saying, like, I just said 6 days later, but...
Yeah. Cut yourself some slack there. You're not perfect. Don't worry about it. We were just now thinking to ourselves, in 5 days' time, it'll be the new episode. No, it was in 3.
It was in 3, and because I just don't seem to be clicking in with the times, I missed out on an opportunity. Again.
Don't worry about it.
I am not worrying about it.
I think Disney Plus's Facebook did it enough for me. When it kicked me in the teeth. Without even realising it.
Disney Plus did it for you.
Not in that way.
I'm getting rather concerned about your taste in pornographic material.
This isn't Disney Plus and fuck. So shut the fuck up. Anyway, all I'm going to point out is, when that went out, I was like, we're all done. As soon as one of our colleagues and friends pointed it out, you effed up. I was like, have I? I went straight onto Facebook and immediately I saw a post by Disney Plus. Loki appears on Wednesday. On Wednesdays, the new Friday. For fuck's sake.
I am very, very humbled by your apology, but I'm going to choose to ignore it.
Wait. I haven't even said the apology yet.
Oh, God damn it. Come on, hurry up. Stop dragging it out. Stop milking it.
I apologise for getting the wrong day. I made a complete goofball of myself simply because, bears in mind, WandaVision and, of course, I believe, Falcon and Winter Soldier were on the Fridays. Loki isn't. Loki has to be the exception. Well, he is mischievous.
Exactly.
But more on Loki later.
Yeah. Let's just move on a little bit because I will speak about this later.
There's too many puns that I already know that you're already waiting on.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to keep it down on the low key.
What makes it even worse is the fact that I can now actually somehow fit it into a wrestling subject now as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because you do realise that there was a wrestler called Loki.
See? Who says that we can't make stuff wrestling related?
It happens.
Yeah, just a bit like your memory. Slip. It happens.
We're not perfect. It happens. Anyway,
apart from Mr. Perfect.
Well, he's perfect.
Exactly. But I thought you said nobody's perfect.
But he wasn't exactly perfect, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was perfect, because he was Mr. Perfect. You don't get to be Mr. Perfect by not being perfect. That's why he's called Mr. Perfect.
Or don't you remember the plane ride from Hell, where he decided to take on Brock Lesnar? Legit on an airplane and almost got him to crash it?
Yeah, because he's Mr. Perfect. He would have done it. He would have crashed down. He would have crashed down to Earth with perfection. He would have died with perfection.
I see what you did there. But anyway, before we actually skip off into the wrestling subject too quickly, I just would like to point out that the Burning Truth is advocates for Black Lives Matter.
And we are in full support of hashtag speaking out.
That we are. We have always got a mic available for any, airtime if anybody wants to discuss their thoughts and views on them two subjects. Just as long as
they're not libelous or slanderous.
Yeah, or basically anything that can get us sued.
Yeah, so any of the above, really.
Pretty much.
Any of the above. Also, no Mile High Club. So don't get mistaken in airtime with the Mile High Club. Or do you? Oh, right.
What makes it even worse is I could probably lead that straight into the next subject I wanted to cover, but no, I'm not going to touch that subject yet. But anyway.
No.
Now we've got our, disclaimers out the way. I'd also like to point out that usually this week would have been my turn on the blog or vlog.
Log.
Usually. I don't do the log anymore, remember?
Well, that's not what Thor Hammer says. Hammer time. You can't touch this. Your ass can't touch this.
Anyway. Let's continue, shall we? The point being is, this week normally would have been my week, but because I did the previous week as well, I did 2 in a row. My colleague was nice enough to return the favour and is going to be he's done this week, and he's most likely going to be doing next week as well.
Yes, definitely going to be doing next week as well.
I wonder
definitely
why.
Doing next week. Oh, right.
I wonder why.
My favourite number.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the next week's vlog from Senior Irvine will be, of course, the blog post number on the Burning Truth, number 69.
Hey, yeah.
And what makes it even weirder is the fact that would have been his week anyway. So basically, Destiny picked that he was going to have a 69.
Oh, yes. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm having one of them moments again. Oh, God. Oh, God.
No words.
Words fail me today, young man. They fail me.
Pretty much. But anyway, with that all being said, shall we just get down to business?
What kind of business?
Talking all things wrestling and probably general bullshit, as you probably pointed out on your vlog.
Well, it won't be the first time you see my tongue this week.
Or your messy hands.
Or my messy hands. It's not the first time I've had brown fingers this week. Well, somebody had to change your nappy.
Really?
You big baby.
Anyway, we're going to be talking all things wrestling. And before anybody asks, are you going to be covering WWE this week? Are you going to be covering Raw and everything? Let me just point this out to you. Raw, not bothering.
No, because I would rather receive a 3-hour jumbo-sized enema with a rusty fucking lead pipe than sit through 3 hours of Raw.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't want our IQ to be lowered to -1.
Yeah, I think it goes lower than that, really.
That was me being nice, actually. I was trying to be nice.
I think we're in the minus at the moment, aren't we?
Oh, you mean anyone who watches Raw? It's pretty much, it goes from range of -1 to -5 stars.
I have been dumbfounded by Raw and a little bit confused by SmackDown.
Raw has been. Don't bother with Raw.
And I have also been completely turned on and turned off at the same time by AEW. Mostly turned on.
Okay. Whatever floats your boat. But anyway, we'll just mention that Raw wasn't massively popular. I don't think they've done anything major for the major title picture. If anything, they've backed themselves into a corner where if they go one direction, yay. Go another way, yay.
They stay in the middle like they are now.
Yay. It's nonchalant and there isn't much to care for it.
I'm sorry, could you just say non what?
Nonchalant.
Nonchalant.
Chalant.
Chalant. Nonchalant.
Chalant.
Chalant. Chalant. Sounds like a new nickname for somebody, Schlong. One long, huge, and chalant.
Fuck.
Let that one sink in.
Fuck.
Nonchalant. What is that, French?
I have no idea.
Then what the fuck are you saying it for if you have no idea?
No, I have no idea what country it's from. I do actually know the meaning of it. Basically, it's just more or less of there's not much care for it and everything. But anyway, point being is we need to move on because I don't want to be talking about Raw too much because unless you want me to start covering the whole Lily situation.
No, let's just move on to SmackDown.
Thank you. Because I've never seen such a burial so badly on Raw.
That's because it's nonchalant.
Anyway, moving on. Let's just go to SmackDown, shall we? Any areas you want to cover on SmackDown?
Yes, I do wish to cover a certain area, and that would be Otis's face.
Oh, you mean the lack thereof of a beard?
Yes, that's why I would like to cover it with a fucking beard.
You know, because some of you have probably seen the description of this episode. You might have noticed that we put on where is Otis's beard.
Yes, like it is one of the lost children.
It pretty much is. It's like 1 minute it's there, and the next fucking gone. Why?
Next thing you know, it is stuffed in somebody's mattress.
Or it could be in a dumpster where somebody else can find it and nick it.
Or somebody we know is using them as hair extensions. Well, why not? I'm not being funny, but they actually breathe in on weight loss pictures, so, you know. Why not? Why not ask for a handout from Otis's beard? I have a slight bald patch. Can I have that hair?
I think what hurts even more with it is the fact that they've done it okay. It's different. And I like the fact that it goes more so with his heel persona. The only problem I have with it is he can enter multiple lookalike competitions.
Yes, he could. He literally... Now, this is where I got really confused when I saw the picture. I got really confused. I was like, I didn't realise Bam Bam Bigelow was still around.
And there's me sitting there thinking to myself, Martin Boots, real?
Yep. And then I'm just thinking you put like a leather strap mask on his face and he'll look like Vader.
Or his son, even though he's only got a son.
Yep, and it's just, I'm so confused right now. What are you trying to do to Otis?
They're trying to bring him back as a legitimate character. But wasn't he a
But in
legitimate...
what sense with Chad Gable?
Yeah, but wasn't he a legitimate character before the whole mess that WWE put him in?
Yeah, it's like, oh, by the way, I'm going to give you the money in the bank contract. Oh, we just think you're a bit too large and nobody likes you because you're a bit of a stiff cunt.
Even though he is over with the fans.
Over with the fans, he's not unsafe. Yes, he might be snug, but at the end of the day, you get into the business, you want shit to look real.
Pretty much.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I break kayfabe again? Don't care, not bothered.
This is real to me, damn it!
It's
all I heard in my head.
real. It's all real. Why are you breaking my heart? No, just stop it. Stop. Do you really think somebody with a glittery leotard is going to be fucking giving real punches to somebody in a fucking ring? No. And that sounded rather wrong.
Wrestling ring.
I just about to say that sounded rather wrong. I'm going to fist you in the ring.
Just add the word wrestling beforehand. I've told you this more than once.
I know, but I can't help it. It's just one of these things that happens. It just happens. I just say things with ring at the end of it, and then your mind works overdrive, and you think, oh, I know, I'm going to be punching in the ring.
God damn it!
It is just, it does sound wrong, though, now. Now that Matt Burns has so gracefully pointed out about 1 billion times.
Yeah.
It's just, okay. Mr. Burns, thank you very much, you absolute disgusting little pervert.
I'm not. I'm just pointing out the fact that people with dirty minds and probably dirty duvets are probably listening in and going, rephrase that.
I can actually see you in your 80s with a disabled dog. Come here, Jesse. Come play with me in the basement.
No, definitely not going to be
some
me.
young little birds.
Definitely not going to be me, definitely. But we probably know somebody who's probably going to go down that road. But we're not going to touch that subject on air. Definitely not.
He touched that subject quite a long time. Anyway, never mind. No. Let's not. All I gotta say is Chihuahua. Personal joke, ladies and gentlemen. Personal joke. Without further ado, we bring to you the move along.
The segue.
The segue into the same subject, but please, let's move on because it's gone from punching and fisting into rings to now chihuahuas.
I have no idea where that came from. But anyway, let's just get back onto it. Otis's beard going missing. It's like, I'm expecting next week someone come up with a lost and found. Have you seen this beard?
Have you seen this beard? Why does now Otis look like a 12-year-old in a man's body?
Yeah.
It just, wow. It's too much for me. It really is. I'm a bit, I don't like saying it, but I'm a bit OCD about it. I don't like change.
He doesn't like it?
I don't like change, especially if it's not broken. Don't try and fucking fix it. It's a beard. It's a beard. First, you had a problem with Otis not wearing a fucking singlet. Then it's like, no, you're too fat. I want you to wear a singlet because it doesn't look right. And it's like, again, it's going into the fat shaming. And it's like, but now it's like, oh, now we've got into, I don't like beards all of a sudden. What's that then? Beardophobia? I don't fucking know.
No idea. Either that, unless he actually chose it himself because the weather's too damn hot.
I don't know. I just think that Vince McMahon's a beardophile.
And has anyone ever seen him with a beard?
Nope. Because he abuses other people's beards. He's a beardophile.
Either that or he can't grow one himself. He's just upset.
Beardophile.
Yeah.
I actually watched the 1999 Royal Rumble with the whole Austin and McMahon segment. And why did he use so much baby oil? His face looked dead plain, and then all of a sudden, underneath, he just looked down and you just go, why does he look so huge, but yet his head's so small, and his face so plain, and yet his body is covered in baby oil?
It's just when he wore that infamous referee shirt that looked like he borrowed from a child.
No, trousers and a vest top.
Ah.
And then when he sat down, he was wearing a t-shirt. And I was like, I hate you. Stop it. Fuck off, Skeletor. Meh.
Hey, man. Which we'll get onto that subject a bit later.
Yes, Ballend. Anyway, yeah, so he's a beardophile. He doesn't like beards. He likes to abuse people's beards. He likes to get them to cut them off. And it's probably why Aleister Black was like, it's okay, I shall disappear before he decides to make me chop off my beard.
Well, they released him.
Yeah. It's either that, you let the beard go, or we let you go. And he's like, fuck you, let me go, I'd rather keep the beard.
But more on Aleister Black when we get to Rumour Corner. But anyway, let's continue on to the next subject.
Sweet little Jimmy loves a good rumor.
We're then going to move on to the Ding Dong segment, I believe it was, of Bailey's with Seth Rollins.
Ah, yes. Yes, Seth Rollins, that son of a bitch.
Yeah. You know, where both of them are crediting each other, saying that over their work. One of them, you know, Seth saying, oh, it was really good. How did you pull it off? The fact that you were laughing at Bianca Belair and got the crowd screens to change. How did you convince the crowd? They didn't. You know, the crowd don't control the screens.
The crowd don't control the screens, and they're not in charge of the audio that goes into the actual arena.
Yeah. How upset would you be if you just tuned in then and you were meant to be on one of them screens at that moment?
I don't know. I'd probably
to find out that your face has been replaced by Bailey.
I would probably laugh my ass off because because she still cannot get over as a heel.
And let me just point this out as well. Did you see the goof up or the long time booking of WWE? Did on Bailey?
No.
As she did her segment, her name popped up in at the bottom, like how you have the entrances and everything, the segment, the rise, and it come up saying the word Brock Lesnar.
Oh my God!
It's like Bailey. Now everyone says, I think, yeah, that's a good enough, but why would I say long-term booking? Do you remember back on Miz TV when the Miz suggested to when Bailey and Sasha were best buds and Sasha kept talking and she turned around and says she can't talk for herself, what is she, Brock Lesnar?
Just
I know.
Yeah, that's another talking point.
Yeah. It's a proper goof up.
You say goof up, I say fuck up.
Or or we could also say a botch, which would be nicely fitted onto Botchamania.
Yes.
Hey.
Yay, Botchamania, bros.
Bro. But anyway, let's keep going.
Bro.
During the segment, Dan Pair were laughing over what they've been doing, and somehow the door went. There was a ding dong at the door. I know that sounds wrong, but I have to phrase it out.
Oh my God!
I know.
There was a ding dong at the door.
The
No.
door. It's either me saying that or the door went ding dong.
I would rather you say the door went ding dong rather than there's a ding dong at the door.
I'll change it. I'll rephrase it.
It's
The
too late
doorbell.
now. You have tainted it now. You have tainted my pure little mind. All I keep thinking about now is ding dongs at the door.
Says the guy who's going to be doing the 69 blog post.
But at least it's not.
A ding dong.
Yeah.
You'll somehow fit it in there, won't you?
What, me ding dong?
No. Right, anyway.
Believe it or not, this is not scripted at all.
No, it's not. Right, let's continue. Anyway, the point being is, then both of them were looking at each other as if to say, "Oh, you got a surprise for me." No, you got a surprise for me. For Seth to say, "I'll be the gentleman and I'll open the door." Now, when they opened the door,
to Seth Rollins' surprise,
and
there was a ding dong.
There wasn't a ding dong there. There was a look on his face as if he'd seen a ghost in the form of
ding dong.
in the form of the Swiss Superman.
Oh, I'm so glad you said Swiss Superman. I think I'd have lost my shit if he'd have said ding dong again. Oh, dear.
It was Cesaro, who probably pretty much knocked the lights out of Seth Rollins immediately as soon as it happened, because what I'm about to just explain now is going to sound really, really wrong, but legitimately happened on the episode of SmackDown. Cesaro pummeled and beat up Seth Rollins through the entire of Bayley's ding dong set, the one that she had refurbished.
Oh my God, the ding dong set.
I know. Threw him through a sign, threw him over the chairs. That so strong did he throw him through the entire setup that suddenly Seth Rollins' suit decided to explode and pretty much fall to pieces, leaving Seth Rollins in his underwear. Yeah.
Well, it's not the first time that Seth Rollins has had his pants down, is it? And either a picture or a camera's been there.
Holy shit. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what we all thought when we saw it.
Yeah.
Hashtag blessed.
Anyway.
Suits his gimmick.
Point being is as he was getting pretty much vacated out the area, Cesaro decided to launch a plant pot at him. Yes, you heard that right. And Bayley looked as if to say, "You broke me fucking set!"
Yeah, well, not be funny, Bayley, but the set was shit anyway.
My ding-dong set is ruined. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. I can't compute.
I know.
Brain overdrive.
I just had the ding-dong set refurbished.
Oh my God. Too many puns.
I know.
So many.
I know. For Cesaro to turn around and, you can clearly see that they were stalling for time for them to find a certain song to play when Bianca Belair music kicks in for her to walk out and laugh at Bayley in the same way.
Can
we move on now?
Yeah.
We'll move on. I'll take that as
yeah,
move on.
Please do.
We get to Roman Reigns. Now, the whole story this week came across as it was Jimmy Uso versus Roman Reigns. Supposedly. And that Jay was stuck in between them. And what surprised me is instead of Jay having to pick a side or turn around saying blah, 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 or anything, he just went, nope, I'm out. Screw you, I'm out of here. Screw you guys, I'm getting home.
Wow.
What?
Fuck you, car.
Yeah, pretty much. For then, Roman cut a promo that looked like he was trying to manipulate Jay. Jay looked like... It was just a bit baffling. It's like, so, we're leading up to Hell in a Cell. What direction are we going to get to? To then see Mysterio in the ring with a microphone calling out Roman.
I thought you wanted it to be referred to as a wrestling ring. Rey Mysterio in the ring.
Rey Mysterio in the wrestling ring for you. There you go. Don't be a bitch.
Oh, well, you absolute plank. I'd already said bitch earlier and you didn't ding.
I didn't hear it. You have to give me a sense of when I didn't hear you say bitch.
I did. And I said it again and you didn't ding me.
For what?
I'm not saying it now.
Bitch.
You fucking bitch. Hey, we got one in.
There you go.
Oh,
anyway.
yes. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Burns has a new toy.
Yay! Oh, good Lord, that sounds wrong.
Yeah. I was hoping that you would fucking nail. Oh, you did it as well. I'm so glad. I'm so happy right now.
Oh, good Lord.
Matt Burns has a new toy. Yay! No!
Oh, God, that sounds so wrong.
But it felt so right.
Anyway, let's continue on. Point being is, with the whole Roman situation, you got Rey Mysterio calling out. It looks like it's going to be Mysterio. Mysterio calls out Roman Reigns. And I like the promo that Rey Mysterio cut against him. Where he says, I acknowledge you. I acknowledge you, Roman. For basically being the a-hole that he is. For being the absolute worst, destroying his own family and others. Now, at this point, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, so Dominic must be supposedly injured and missing a week. For Rey Mysterio to then completely lay into Roman, somehow get a kendo stick and start laying it into him. For then Roman get the advantage. And he's about to pretty much bury Mysterio with a spear.
Yet again. For a random kendo stick come out of nowhere. Which we didn't even know where the first kendo stick came from, by the way.
No idea. Probably the same place that Triple H gets his sledgehammers. What?
No.
You don't like...
I did.
No, we'll continue on. Point being is, Dominic turns up and he starts fighting with Roman, which I was like, oh, is it Mysterio or is it Dominic that's going to be in this feud? Because it looked interesting, like a bit of a nice little interesting thing. And then all of a sudden, when it was Mysterio, Roman went for powerbomb Mysterio. And Mysterio had a kendo stick to hit him with it. With Dominic, he wasn't so lucky. And what was so weird is I thought to myself, oh, is he going to counter it? Is he going to power him? Because it looks like he's adjusting. Then, all of a sudden, we had a swerve. And we're not on about a VFR swerve, are we?
No.
What about the fact that Roman decided to just go, I know you're Mysterio's boy, you might have a livelihood, but fuck you. And immediately eject him from the ring by powerbombing him over the ropes.
Which, by the way, could go horribly, horribly wrong.
No shit.
It could go horribly, horribly wrong. Not just slightly wrong, tremendously wrong.
As I'm seeing this happen, I'm like, he isn't going to do that. He isn't going to do that. What the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, but from when I've just seen it, because obviously I have to thank Teak for this. She brought it to my attention.
Yep.
I literally saw the clip and I was like, fuck, he didn't even give him enough time to fucking breathe.
Literally, no time to adjust. See you later.
It's like you mentioned earlier on, before we came on air, about Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and you've got like Uncle Phil every time he threw out fucking jazz. It's like, bah!
Yeah.
It's like, damn.
It was one of those, like, he just launched him the fuck out.
I mean, don't get me wrong, camera angles are very good and very very deceiving, so I'm pretty sure that somebody was there to catch him.
I hope to God there was someone there to catch him.
Because if there wasn't, then Vince McMahon really needs to be opening that checkbook and paying that man a fucking bundle of money, because I wouldn't take that in a million years.
Just, no. No.
Never.
Just no.
Not even if there was a mat outside the ring, because like I say, even with a mat, things could go horribly, horribly wrong. Even with people there to catch you, it could go very horribly wrong.
Better yet, just ask Undertaker about that from a certain WrestleMania moment.
Or ask Drew McIntyre's penis.
Yeah. Another.
I'm
WrestleMania
sure.
moment.
I'm sure Drew McIntyre will appreciate your laughter.
I'm not on about the last. I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, Fake, how the hell did you slip that straight into another WrestleMania moment?
What, the ding dong?
You goddamn ding dongs.
You started it, I just finished it.
Bitch. Anyway. Let's continue, shall we? The immediate moment from there was the fact that, okay, camera angle aside and everything, whatever, the camera pulled back to see Dominic on the floor out.
Yeah.
For Rey Mysterio to attack Roman, again with the candlestick, stop for a second to check on his son, and then get booted in the face. Now, part of me is like, any father would, you'd be doing one or the other, not attempting both. It'd be either immediately checking on your son to see, are you okay? Or, more importantly, you just hit my son and unleashed damn hell on that person. Until you've ended them. Then check on them. Agreed?
Yep.
Not half-arse it on Roman for then Roman just boot him in the face.
I just... It's all...
Yeah.
Meh to me. It just...
I have a massive issue with this. Right. I applaud the segment, and I have a massive issue with the segment. I applaud it because, my God, that got Roman over as a heel. As the ultimate bastard. And no, we're not referring to Pac.
Yeah, I was just about to say, we're not referring to back here.
Would you agree on that?
Yes.
My big issue with this entire segment, Dominic Mysterio and Rey Mysterio, aren't they the tag team champs?
Yes. Yes, very much so.
So, the tag team champs couldn't overcome the WWE champion. I know what you're thinking. But the WWE champion should be always on top, Champion or not, it's 2 against 1.
Yep.
And when his cousins couldn't get the job done, or Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode couldn't get the job done, and they lost to him, why should Roman be the one to beat them both up?
Yeah, especially when both of them are wielding kendo sticks.
As well, and that one of them has challenged Roman to a Hell in a Cell match. We're meant to believe that he's going to beat Roman?
Yeah, I think that's not going to be happening.
The saving grace of this entire moment after that is the absolute genius of Rey Mysterio during his promo turning around and saying, I know challenging him to a Hell in a Cell match and I'm more than likely about to get my rear-ended kicked and not win the match, but I'm going to put him through hell for what he's done to my son.
Mm-hmm. Which is a smart thing to say, because it's like, I know I'm not going to win, but I'm going to do a good fucking job at kicking his ass.
Pretty much. He made it personal. Agreed?
Yes. Made it personal.
So immediately, we all know that. Does anybody think he's going to win? Anybody?
No.
It wouldn't make sense. Although Roman is an absolute bastard for doing what he's done. And he is. The point being is, it just doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Would you agree on that?
Doesn't make sense, mate. Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. Where's my cannon monster?
Give me my can of fucking monster. I need this to make fucking sense.
But anyway, so my issue is Roman should not be pummeling the tag team champions that badly. Because straight away, you've just buried the entire tag team division in one hit.
Yep. Quite sore on the eyes, but at least it's not Goldberg versus The Undertaker all over again.
No. Just no. Don't keep mentioning Goldberg because you might come back.
Well, I'm not being funny. It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of when. It's just a matter of when. It's like Brock Lesnar and all the other golden oldies.
I thought you were about to say John Cena, the man who can't be seen.
I'm avoiding John Cena because I can't see him.
Even though he's a movie actor.
Why? I've not seen him in anything. You can see me. You can see me.
Tutti Frutti Pebbles.
I'm sure there was like 15 years where I was watching wrestlers at main events of WrestleMania and entrants, saying like there's a winner in the Rumble. I'm just like, I'm looking, I'm thinking, where? I can't see him.
Anyway.
Fuck off.
Anyway. With that being said, that's SmackDown covered. Shall we get round to Rumour Corner?
Rumour Corner.
Right, the point being is, let's just get this pretty much out of the way. Rumours has it that Brock Lesnar supposedly might be coming back because his name's popped up on the Raw roster on
No.
WWE.
Uh,
So they could be potentially leading it down to either Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. We haven't seen that fucking before. Or it's going to be Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. You know, the match that we wanted years ago.
that
Bit
should
late
have
now.
happened when Bobby Lashley came back.
Or when he first arrived. Either one.
But it didn't. So, a bit too late.
Why would people care for it now?
It's not like it used to be anymore. It's just, you can't just put a match together because you think it puts out dollar signs. It just doesn't. It doesn't work.
It doesn't.
We got the moment that we wanted, yeah, albeit during COVID. We got the moment that we wanted at WrestleMania. We wanted to see Drew McIntyre beat Brock Lesnar for the WWE title. We got what we wanted. It was fucking beautiful. Thank you very much. Just a shame that it wasn't in front of a crowd.
Yeah.
Do I want to see Drew McIntyre have his moment at WrestleMania when all things, are back to normal? Yes.
Yes.
But don't get ruining things by bringing back old stars to take the title so he can take it back off them again.
Yeah, but the problem is when Brock Lesnar takes the title, he goes away for 6 to 8 months before he drops it. With only 3 appearances.
You'd think with all the money that Brock Lesnar's on, he'd sort his teeth out.
That's why he's got Heyman.
That's why he doesn't like talking on the mic.
Even though he can talk.
He can talk, but it's why he doesn't, because gingivitis.
It isn't. He doesn't talk because he doesn't want any more memes against him. If I'm not mistaken, he's got that one going.
Or the laughing one with The Undertaker.
Yep.
That makes a hilarious gif.
Oh.
After a night out. After a night out with the boys or your bestie, you wake up next to each other in the morning.
Whoa.
Oh, God.
But yeah. Point being is, that's only Brock Lesnar we covered, yeah. We haven't even got even to the man that you can't see.
Who's that then? The Invisible Man?
John Cena.
No, I hadn't seen it.
The speculation and talk that John Cena is going to be coming back, and more likely he is going to be coming back for SummerSlam, and the fact that he is going to be possibly fighting Roman Reigns for the main championship.
I won't believe it until I've seen it.
I'm not going there. I'm not touching that subject. I hope the rumour isn't true, that it is Cena versus Roman, simply because, regardless of it, who comes out on top in that situation?
So we're going to be watching a match where Roman Reigns wrestles himself.
Basically, if Roman wins and beats Cena, he's the supreme top guy and overseer of it all.
Does that mean that he gets to determine who progresses in their career or not?
I think he does that anyway.
I'm surprised Vince McMahon could listen, or is it just that it's only just the fact that you can't see him, but he can hear him?
No, he can hear the money coming in from the merchandise. But anyway, then if not, we've then got Cena beating Roman. And do you know why that's a bad thing?
Because then that makes Roman look weak and it makes everyone that he's beaten look weak, and that the mountain that they have now got to climb, considering that the Miz has beaten Cena
because of The Rock
a few times, and the Rock thing, just. Is it the fact that he's coming back because they can't entice The Rock to have a feud with Roman at WrestleMania next year?
Even though The Rock wants to do that feud. Oddly enough.
But why, though?
I haven't finished yet. Are you ready for the real stinger? Why it's a bad idea if Cena wins. You do realise if Cena wins, he then adds another main championship to his belt in WWE, which makes him a 17-time world champion.
Well, can I just add to the point that...
Meaning he beats Ric Flair's record?
Well, can I just add to the point that his other title wins don't count because I didn't see him do it?
But this is WWE. They don't care if you've seen it or not.
Cena does. And his whole gimmick is, you can't see me. You can't see me.
I'm a pretty pebble. Anyway, point being is, if he comes back, I've got no issues if he's playing over the talent. But...
Oh, mate, he's like a bad case of gonorrhea. Once it's there, it's fucking itchy and really irritating to get rid of.
No. For me, I wouldn't mind seeing him back. I wouldn't. I wouldn't mind seeing Cena back. But the point being is, don't do it at the expense of everybody.
It is going to shit over a lot of people's careers if Cena comes back and wins the title.
Yeah. That will be basically saying, Cesaro, remember that glass ceiling that you're about to break through? That's gone.
It's gone, and we've just fucking taken everything away that you've worked so hard for over the last 10, 15 years.
Because Cena, who's now a part-time, has come back for a month or two in between movies and TV shows.
John Cena is now clear silicon sealant. He just likes to fill in the cracks every now and then.
It's almost like Auto Glass Trader.
Yep. I'm going to start calling him Phil McCracken.
I even like how you even threw in the wrestling terminology there. And some of you who were probably listening in, if you're a wrestler, you'll get the joke. Anyone who's just a fan may not get the joke. But anyway, shall we go on to the next rumour?
Yes, next.
The fact that 2 people could be coming back to WWE.
WWE?
I'll repeat it again for you. 2
Wibbly
wrestlers...
wobbly, Jonathan Wass.
2 wrestlers could be coming back to the WWE.
How do you react when you have a refreshing pee? I go ee.
Anyway.
And then when I shake, I go.
Calm down, Nelly. Anyway.
Red rum, actually.
I thought more like Mr. Ed.
Never mind. Moving on.
But anyway, point being is, 2 wrestlers might be coming back. There's talk that Aleister Black could be coming back to WWE, even though he just got recently released. If he does, why the fuck release him in the first place?
Probably because he was on too much wages, and now they want to hire him back.
Oh, you mean renegotiate his contract?
Yeah. But also, don't forget that Aleister Black has a beard.
And tattoos.
Yeah. So once he is back, it might be a clause in his contract that the beardophile wants to shave his beard off.
And that he might have to get out of his black gear because Booker T's upset that he wears black.
In the room of candles.
Yeah. Which is probably why he's upset.
Oh, God.
I know. Anyway.
No.
No, we're not going to go down that road. We're not.
On the road again.
The point being is, if he does come back, great. I'm happy for him. Because then we get a continuation of his... Do we get a continuation of his gimmick, of his current storyline? No, they won't just slip him back in, even though he was meant to go into a feud with Big E, who somehow has got no fucking feud.
He has with himself. That's it.
Right. And the other one is Samoa Joe, who was being seen at the Performance Center. Or as people keep saying, the PC!
I wonder what capacity he'll be coming back in, though.
Rumour has it that he could be going back to NXT. If he does go back to NXT, I'll be happy. If they put him on the commentator's table, I'll be sitting there thinking, fucking why?
What did they've said, though? They've said that they won't let him wrestle, so why all of a sudden... I just...
No, they won't let him wrestle while he's injured. He might be in the PC to check to see if he's okay to wrestle. Now, the writers on Raw and SmackDown are saying, we've got nothing for Samoa Joe. We don't know what to do with him. While NXT, on the other hand, are probably now going, fucking pass him us. We can fit him into a great storyline. Could do us a favour.
You've seen, like, when they've been doing videos around WWE headquarters, how many people actually sit in them creative meetings. And you're telling me, out of all of them people, they can't fathom a storyline for Samoa Joe to fit in.
Yeah. The guys who get paid millions and millions of dollars to write storylines for wrestlers to get them into roles can't think of anything for Samoa Joe.
Yeah, it really doesn't make sense to me.
The amount of times we've seen people released because, sorry, the writer's got nothing for you. Sorry, the writer's got nothing for you. My honest opinion on that is, if they're saying the writer's got nothing for you, first words out my mouth is, why the fuck are you firing the talent? Fire the writers if they got fuck all.
Yeah, you start at the top, then you work your way down. Not start at the bottom and hopefully that cuts the rot out, because it doesn't work like that.
No, because my point being is that they can't think of what to get you to do, right? And because they can't think, that means you're not getting any television time, which then you then end up getting punished because they can't think of a storyline. How the fuck does that work?
I just...
No, seriously. For me, if a writer can't think of a storyline, or it's like, I can't think what to do with you, then I'm sorry. I think to this day, it's just dumbfounded on the fact that you can have absolute talent there, and they do that.
I know why.
What?
I don't know, really. I just think they're fucking stupid. They're fucking idiots. And if you didn't realise, Matt Burns has just dropped a bollock.
No, might drop a bell. I still think to this day, Eric Young got it right in what he said to Vince directly.
Please tell me you're a fucking fossil. Piss off.
He literally said to Vince, you failed me. Because his writers let him go because they had fuck all for him. And he just went, how can you do that? You're letting me go because your writers couldn't think of anything for me.
Yeah.
So basically, he's been fired because somebody else couldn't think of something for him or put him in a scenario that would work. He hasn't failed them. They failed him.
See, 90s was such a simpler time because Vince obviously was able to plan everything out a lot better.
And probably had some actual writers that were wrestling orientated, not from television network who work with TV shows.
Yeah, and now obviously you're going to have, just lately, the Peacock, the whole Peacock, Peanut.
I waited for it.
Peacock.
Yeah, I waited for it.
You know, the censorship brigade coming in and say, "Oh no, we can't have Mae Young giving birth to a hand."
Oh no, we can't have Triple H defiling a corpse.
Oh no, we can't have Trish getting beasted by. Even though I'm saying that is fucking wrong, but yeah, okay. But still, it happened. It's part of history.
And
so
wait. One more. I've got one more. And no, we can't have Vince McMahon challenging God.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot that happened.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I challenge you to a duel, God.
While he was in the church.
Ugh.
And he's just there saying, "Smite me," and you got the church man looking up, saying, suddenly shimmying away from his dad.
Yeah.
It's all him.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
Yeah. And Shawn Michaels had to deal with that.
Smite me.
Anyway.
If I have sinned, strike me down where I stand. Everybody clear the fucking room. Shit's about to happen.
Shit's about to happen. Either he's getting smited or he's going into the padded cell.
Or he's going to spontaneously combust.
From disappointment.
Oh my God.
The thing is, we're not against the whole angle, you know, in the subject. We're just thinking, Vince,
why?
What are you doing?
I mean, if he wants to challenge God, fine. Do it in your own time, mate. Don't do it on the TV.
No, because that's a touchy subject that you shouldn't be touching.
Yes.
You know, it's one of the subjects that we don't touch.
No touchy.
No touchy. Anyway.
No touching. You no touch it. No.
Anyway. Shall we continue on?
Yeah, let's move on.
Is there anything else you want to cover?
Yes. Are we now going into non-wrestling topics and Dark Side of the Ring?
I thought you wanted to cover AEW.
Yes. I will cover a little bit of AEW. The Inner Circle are brilliant. The fact that Jericho is going to be leaving to do a tour is going to suck. End of conversation. Oh, and please give a lot of love to Jungle Boy. He is over like Rover.
Yes, and we already know that Kenny Omega is going to pretty much bury him.
Yep.
A bit like how last night on Impact Wrestling, at Against All Odds, he beat Moose.
I know, right? Fucking hell.
For the Impact World Champion. And the stipulation was that whoever wins that match at Slammiversary has to face Kenny Omega. Right? And that's from the bosses. Does that sound fair? Sound
no.
good? Then Impact did something really, really stupid in that moment. Because somehow, after that match, I believe Sammy Callahan came out to pretty much stop Kenny Omega from pretty much ganging up on Moose. And you know what the scary thing about it was? Where that match took place?
Go on.
It wasn't in the Impact Arena.
Yeah, it was on the
Daly's place.
Yeah. So I don't know. I genuinely believe, right, that Tony Khan has bought Impact Wrestling.
I'm beginning to think that myself more and more. Each week we're going through it. Now, the issue I have with this whole moment is that Sammy Callahan comes out to deal with Kenny Omega and his boys and everything. For then Don Callis, who, yes, he is part of Impact Management, but someone who's higher than him has said that match is happening. For Don Callis to then supposedly fired Sammy Callahan, almost as if to say, I'm going to fire you to stop you from having your match against my client. And I just paused and I just went, really? You're trying to shock us by firing him, in that sense. It would have made a lot more sense if there was no other management who would already ordered the match to happen, who was higher ranked than Don Callis.
Yeah, so that says to me that something's amiss here.
Yeah, because on top of that, if that was the case, why fire him then if he had the power to make changes and everything when it was agreed that match was going to take place? Why didn't you just turn around and go, nope, I have the power to change that match now and negate it? Because reasons. Just for hashtag reasons. And no
Reasons.
And no, we're not on about the chocolate, the chewy chocolate either.
I was actually waiting for you to say that.
Yeah,
I like reasons. I like reasons, so don't grief reasons.
I'm not griefing reasons. I'm just griefing the fact that you have to have a reason for that situation to happen. And
yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It just
Impact. You're better than that.
But this is what I'm saying, though. I just genuinely believe now that Impact is a part of AEW.
Yeah.
I really do. I think Tony Khan's bought it.
And if he has, do something with it.
I think if he has bought it, then it would take a while to think about what he's going to do with it, because obviously they're trying to unify the old TNA title that they bought back.
Yeah.
With the Impact title.
No, it's not the old TNA title. It's the actual new TNA Impact title. That's what it got merged into the new TNA title.
No, I thought they bought back the old one.
They did. It got merged into the new one.
Oh, what's the point in that?
Because this one beat Moose for it. When they did a winner take all match.
You could see how much attention I paid to Impact Wrestling because I can't take it seriously anymore.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, shall we continue?
Yeah.
Right. It just seems a bit unusual. Then we had the whole skit with Andrade. Video, just, I'm a package.
Yeah, you have to excuse me, I'm clearing my throat.
Yeah.
But yeah, Andrade, it's not. I don't think he'll be making his full in-ring debut for a bit, though, will he?
Potentially. They're going to build up to it. Now, I've got one question to ask you, because you know I watch it every week, don't you?
Yes.
When did Kaz become the Elite Hunter?
When did who?
Kazarian.
Yeah.
Become the Elite Hunter.
No idea.
Because you got called that when he came down to make the save during the six man tag when the others decided to join in and he arrived and took care of the Good Brothers by himself.
I don't know. I just, like I say, I can't take Impact seriously.
That wasn't Impact.
Oh,
That was actually
was it?
AEW.
Right.
Yeah. Now you see why it's a bit more, even more confusing.
So, but that's what I'm saying though. If that's the case, and Impact Wrestling's been bought out, I don't think it's a merger or an agreement between the two. I
think it's been
think
bought
genuinely, I think it's been bought out, and that's why we are seeing all this crossover, because there's no way.
There's no way they'd be doing this much crossover.
And plus, if it is the case that they bought Impact Wrestling,
Keep it separate.
keep it separate. Like you got SmackDown and Raw.
No, keep it separate. Just keep it hush hush. And basically run them as two different companies. Be smart about it.
And just play the fact that you've got a merger.
Yeah. And build up to it. Build up to it. Just don't do Vince McMahon and when one takes over the other, crap all over the other.
Yeah.
No hint there.
No hint there. I'm not crapping over anything.
No.
No.
Right. Are you happy now? Are we all covered?
Never mind me being happy. Are you happy that you've had a little rant?
Yes.
Thank you.
I feel good.
Yeah, but I'm glad you do.
And I'm not about James Brown going, I feel good.
Yeah, nah. I know that a word now. Nah. Daddy, I feel good.
No.
I'm stuck in the cupboard. Anyway.
Shall we continue?
Yes. Can I now actually move on to a part that I wish to talk about?
Where do you want to go?
Oh, God. At this moment in time, a million miles away from you.
Well, you are, aren't you? You are doing this through the power of the internet.
Yes.
Indubitably.
Yes, indubitably.
Anyway.
Yeah, I wish to go into the dark side of the ring.
Please continue.
I'm so glad that you didn't pick up on the innuendo in that.
I did. I'm not focusing on it. I'm trying not to focus on it.
I've missed an episode in the Dark Side of the Ring season 1, which is all about Gino Hernandez, or Gorgeous Gino. And man, that guy was beautiful. He was so pretty.
It wasn't as funny as what happened before this episode went to air, and you said to me, yes, I missed an episode. Okay, which episode are you referring to? The Gorgeous George episode. The what episode?
Yes, the Gorgeous George. Now, Matt Burns doesn't understand that I call him Gorgeous George. It just makes it easier for me so I don't forget his real name.
Gino.
Yes, exactly. I don't ask me why my brain works in mysterious ways. I call him.
So you can remember Gorgeous George, but you can't remember Gino.
I seriously can't. I cannot get it into my head.
A four-letter word. George is longer than goddamn Gino.
Yeah, but if you think about it, you've got Gorgeous George, and then you've got like the cartoon character. Oh, my name is. I'm gonna pet him and love him. I'm gonna call him George. I'm gonna hug him and squeeze him and play with him and pet him. I'm gonna call him George.
Until he melted.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know why. I just I can't get the name Gino in my head.
Gino.
It's like I'll remember it now, but I can guarantee you tomorrow I will have forgotten it. So
Gino Hernandez.
I was being prompted very much so by Matt Burns to stop calling him George, to call him Gino. And now that he keeps reminding me, yes, I have remembered.
You're welcome.
But it won't last.
I'm waiting for it.
Strange. But yeah, anyway.
Continue?
Gino Hernandez, gorgeous Gino.
Yes.
So I watched this one about 5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Was it? So I think it was about 4 or 5 weeks ago when I first started doing the covers for it. So yeah, anyway, we have the mysterious death of gorgeous Gino. I nearly said George again then.
I know, I'm waiting for it.
Right, best behaviour now.
And just for this episode, I'm going to allow Daniel Irvine to take full control.
So, I watched this about 4 or 5 weeks ago. It's the mysterious death of gorgeous Gino. So, he was one of the top heels back in the 80s, and his character was based on a spoiled rich boy. And he played the character so well that fans detested him. He was the perfect heel, and he was tutored to play many different roles in different companies like WWF. He was tutored for a big role in WWF. He could have been the original Ted DiBiase. He could have gone so far.
Did you say DiBiase?
DiBiase.
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 E-A.
DiBiase.
Bitch.
Oh, hang on. There you
go. Anyway, doesn't matter. Good old Ted. He could have been Ted DiBiase.
Continue.
Thank you. He could have been the original one. Anyway, so yeah, he was tutored. He decided to take a break and retire from wrestling until WCCW.
Yep.
Yes, that's not WCW, but WCCW.
Yep.
Came knocking on the door. Now, they had top wrestlers there, and it was one of the main companies in the US at the time. So, he jumped at the chance. Nobody knows where he disappeared to, and the time that he decided to hang up his boots and chuck away his laces. Nobody knew. Whether he was just trying to live up to the extravagant lifestyle, nobody knows. Anyway, he debuted on WCCW, and immediately, God forbid, don't ask us about the Von Erichs. He was feuding with the top baby faces in the company. And the Von Erichs...
Don't ask about it.
Don't ask about them, because... Duh.
Continue.
And funnily enough, I do know that it was Kerry and Kevin.
You sure?
Fuck off, Matt Burns. Fuck off. You were just as bad as I was when we were trying to go through the Von Erichs. So don't even start.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm just having a laugh at our expense.
I'm not being funny, but you're probably fucking Googling it now just to check up on it.
I actually aren't.
You know something? They actually did a Chuckle Brothers show, and I do believe that me and you are fucking Barry and Paul. When it came to the Von Erichs...
I'd pick this one very carefully. Which one's which?
Paul was the tall one.
Yeah.
Ah, got you.
No, I'm saying which one's which of between us.
Oh, between us.
Yeah.
Well, I would say I'm Paul and you're Barry.
That's me screwed then.
Yep, pretty much. But
Okay.
anyway, we're talking about gorgeous Gino.
I thought you were gonna slip up then.
Yes, I know. I fucking double checked myself before I carried on. So anyway, God forbid, don't mention the Von Erichs because we'd probably be here till next week trying to dig ourselves out of a fucking hole.
We still are.
We still are, yeah. Anyway, he had an amazing feud, and he ended up tagging up with one of the other wrestlers. I can't remember what his name was, but he ended up making it called the Dynamic Duo.
Yes.
Now, I was actually pointing then at the wall, thinking and just trying to pretend that it was you, just like asking a question, but at the same time trying to reel off a fact. You know, did you get that then?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But anyway, they were the top tag team heel tag within WCCW. They feuded with the Von Erichs, Kerry and Kevin, and they were big. They were big as heels. Obviously, Gino didn't want to apply his trade out of where he was from. So, Texas, Dallas, you know, it's just thingy anyway. He just.
Are you sure it's the Dynamic Duo?
I think so, yeah.
Are you I'm just double checking this.
Of course you would be.
No, because I'm just there thinking to myself, is it? Continue on.
Anyway, so he was in a tag. I can't remember if it was a Dynamic Duo, but I'm pretty sure either that's the nickname that they got or whether that was the actual tag name. I don't know. But yeah, they were the top heels within the company, feuded with the Von Erichs, and they were just pure brilliance. But then everything, and then everything was cut short.
Fucking
apparently,
hell!
Back in the 80s,
I've just found out who it is who he tagged with.
Yeah, go on.
You're gonna find it really weird the fact that you see him on AEW.
Really weird.
Really weird.
Okay,
it's Tully.
Say again, sorry.
Tully Blanchard.
Yeah, that's it. Blanchard.
Yeah, Blanchard.
So yeah, absolutely phenomenal tag team. I did watch a couple of the matches.
Oh yeah.
That are actually recorded. But anyway, leading up to his death, it was very popular in the 80s to indulge in cocaine. It was absolutely enormous. Celebrities took it left, right, and centre, and Gino fell into that trap. He fell into that trap where people were actually saying to him, "Look, Gino, you can't keep taking drugs. You've got such an immense future ahead of you." And he would have done. He would have been the ultimate villain. I reckon he would have been bigger than Ric Flair, or at least on par with him.
Yeah.
At least. So yeah, he took a lot of drugs, and his family and friends have said he was acting really suspiciously. He asked one of his friends to give him a handgun because he was paranoid that somebody was following him. And his family said that the day that he came back to the family home, he went into his room and, got a lot of money and a box in a box or something of them sorts, and maybe a handgun. I don't know, but it all ties in. It
Yeah.
all ties in, and he was acting really suspiciously, very suspect. And next thing you know, he was found dead. You know,
Yeah.
which is much to the tale of the Von Erichs, because obviously they were feuding with the Von Erichs. It was supposed to be leading up to a big match. I mean, they feuded with the Von Erichs and did a hair versus hair match.
I think that was a bit way beforehand, before the hair versus hair match.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
Yeah.
hair versus hair match was way before. But I'm just saying, like, you know, when they were feuding with the Von Erichs, they did the hair versus hair match, and then obviously him and Blanchard was supposed to split up and done a
feud,
like a hair removal cream match.
Yeah.
Just all the good stuff that you'd expect back then, where wrestling was fun. It was fun, and you hated the heel and you loved the face. That's exactly what it was. None of this big show confusion shit. Is he heel? Is he face? I don't know. Everything was very, very clear cut and straight down the middle.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I say, the Von Erichs and Gorgeous Gino, the Dynamic Duo had very good feuds, and they had
There was
great
actually
matches.
2 dynamic duos. Did you know that?
No, I don't care. I'm going on with my story.
No, it does actually go. It does fit in to your story.
Okay,
because
go on then.
the reason why is because the first one, which was Gino and Tully, which was in SCW, the WCCW was Gino and Chris Adams.
Right, okay. Fair enough.
Please continue.
Anyway, coming up to Gino's death, very suspicious.
Boy.
He was found dead. I do believe he was found dead face down. The coroner's report said that he had a cocaine overdose. Now, lots of friends and family, even though they knew that he took cocaine, they knew that he knew his limits and would never, ever overindulge. Ever. There was a large amount of cocaine in Gino's body at the time.
Yeah.
A large amount. An amount that you probably wouldn't even find stored in a drug smuggler's bowels.
In a mule, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So it just doesn't make sense to me. Listening to their side of the events doesn't make sense to me. I do believe that his extravagant lifestyle outside of wrestling, which tied in with his gimmick, I do believe that it had something to do with that, and he probably ended up owing somebody far too much money from his overindulgence, and whoever it was pretty much forced him to take cocaine until it was game over, basically. Because apparently also another thing is that they knew that he never did cocaine in his own home.
Yeah, and what makes this even weirder is the fact that when they actually discovered the body, it was about 4 or 5 days ago after he died, was it?
Say that again.
It was about 4 or 5 days when they actually found him after he'd passed away.
Yeah, it was
So
4 or 5 days.
So basically, he'd been decomposing.
Yeah, and what makes me wonder is was he decomposing there? Because apparently his body was that decomposed that they couldn't, see if there was any evidence of foul play.
Yeah, it's almost because he'd been there for that long, you couldn't see if there was foul play or if he'd been moved or anything or any certain signs.
But yeah, it was funny though because nobody saw him or anybody else leave or come or go.
Pretty much.
And also, I'd like to know how you know about mules.
What do you mean?
You've been smuggling things in your bottom.
No. I watch
It's
TV shows. I watch educational programs.
educational programs about shoving drugs up your bottom.
There is, documentaries on certain things.
Wow. Wow. All I'm going to say is that's very anal of you. And that was courtesy of Teak, by the way.
But god damn it.
She got you again.
God damn it.
So yeah. Anyway, it's one of them unsolved mysteries. The truth will never come out. It'll just be like the Bruiser Brody. The truth will never. There's always two sides to every story, and I always say that somewhere in the middle is the truth.
Yep.
That goes for everyone. Everyone. I don't care who they are, how truthful they think they are. That even goes for myself.
Yeah.
There are always two sides to every story, and smack bang in the middle is always the truth. Maybe swaying a little bit more to one side or the other.
It all depends on how
Your
you know.
opinion. Yeah, and how where your opinions on the matter and the subject lie.
It's going to be a bit difficult, regardless of anyone coming in and trying to be a non-party, an unbiased party, because regardless of it, imagine trying to gather all them facts all into one hit, and it's just damn.
It is, and it's just like, where did? Do you remember the TV program Cold Case?
Yes.
And it's like they go through all the old cold cases from back in 40s, 50s. I mean, it was like the first gay baseballer episode that they did, where it was like he got beaten to death in an alleyway because he was gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, it's just one of them. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. We'll never get it solved in real life. It never happened, but on a TV show, obviously it would happen.
But then again, TV shows don't exactly always tell the truth entirely. Not all the evidence that they present on there is factual. And I know what you're thinking. Really? Why'd you say that? Because 9 out of 10 times, let me point this out. Most court cases actually allow a truth examination go into a court. It be dismissed.
Exactly. All based on hearsay.
Pretty much. And bear this in mind, a polygraph couldn't exactly always determine on if the person was telling the truth or not. 9 out of 10 times, all it does is it determines if you're feeling guilty about something. And you could come across as lying about something, but you're not. You're feeling guilty about something else.
Yeah, a bit like every time you Google something.
That wasn't Googled. That one, I'll actually own up and say to a TV show I watched, which was actually on YouTube. Oddly enough.
Did you have to type in YouTube on Google by any chance?
No, I just came across it. It was basically Adam Ruin. The TV show is called Adam Ruins Everything.
I have a question from Dave Griff as well.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's not a question. It's more so a fact.
Go on.
He asked me the question of, is Matt Burns going to be arriving at a certain birthday party? Because there he has a few questions for you that he wishes for you to Google.
I won't Google, so shove off.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay.
If I don't know it, I'll say I don't know it. I'll be honest. I will be honest. If I don't know it, I won't know it. If he tells me the information there and then, great. If he doesn't, I'll have to Google it to know the answer to eventually learn it after. But other than that, I'll be honest.
Anyway, moving on.
What?
Yes, Tiki did.
I did what?
No, nothing, absolutely nothing, Mr. Burns. I am quite, happily ready to move on.
Please continue.
Anyway,
This is your segment, remember?
Yeah, I'm literally just come to a conclusion. But if it is the case that Gorgeous Gino's death is resolved, the real story of how he died, I do believe it will be because it will be because of his lifestyle. I really, really do.
But then again, the lifestyle of wrestlers is caught up with so many.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Ric Flair is a perfect example. How many times has he been Brassic now? Brassic, by the way, means skint. Skint means no money.
And yes, there's even a British TV show called Brassic. Look it up.
Yes, there is. By the way, Teak said that you lied. She wanted me to tell you that you lied.
Did not lie, being honest.
Mate, you couldn't lie straight in bed if you tried.
Fuck off.
She says liar.
Genuinely, if I didn't know the answer, I'll just say.
Be nice to our listeners.
I will just say, but glad you're listening again. Glad that you're listening and abusing me.
Again.
And getting fun of it. Again.
Oh, dear.
I just don't know. Why? Good Lord.
Bully, bully, bully. Bully.
I'm getting bullied.
She says you're welcome. Matt
Continue on, please.
Owned by a young woman.
Continue.
Be the first time in a long time. Anyway, yeah, I was just thinking that, it'll be a bit of a farce. I don't think the truth will ever come out, but if it ever does, it will be because of his past. And obviously, so many more have fell victim to this, like Ric Flair.
Eddie Guerrero?
Yes, Eddie Guerrero. People say it's too soon, but Chris Benoit. They've all fallen.
Well, we've got to cover that on a later episode of the dark side of the wrestling ring.
Yeah, we have. That is a. I think they really need to change that title now because we've just made it so wrong.
I know.
So So Chris Benoit. It's a two-parter on Dark Side of the Ring, so I'm going to be thinking, but I'm going to give it a break for a couple of weeks and then jump into the next season. Yes. Season?
I said season!
I know you did. I was just making sure that you heard me. Oh, yeah, Matt Burns. You are in denial. You have a dirty mind. And she just wished for me to remind you of that again. And I am completely clean. Thank you very much.
Bullshit!
See, you just been rude again. Be nice to our listeners.
Bullshit. He's clean.
I am clean. But also, she probably meant remind you of seasons. Yeah, she says I'm clean. Both, actually.
You even heard that, didn't you?
What, that you slapping your old man?
No, that was me slapping me. Pretty much face palming.
Oh, right. I was hoping that you were going to say smacking your head. Because I was just going to go, no!
No, I just face palmed.
Oh, thank God you said face palm then. Oh, God. That could have gone so wrong. Do you know in Deadpool when in Deadpool 2 when the truck crashes,
Yeah.
and his head's on backwards, and he goes, "Something's horribly, horribly wrong."
Fuck. Anyway.
Yeah, she said you still need to get laid.
Really?
Yes. And this time I said it loud out on air.
Yeah, you did.
I'm not even sorry.
You absolute bastard.
Not Pack.
No. You absolute bastard. I'm not even going to call Pack the bastard now.
You're going to call... Yeah, so now I'm the bastard.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. So, yes. I'm completely done with the Dark Side of the Ring for a couple of weeks now anyway, so I could do with a break from it because that season took a lot out on me.
Yeah. It's
especially when it came to the Von Erichs. Now, as much as we butchered that, and we tend not to want to mention that on here anymore, is that it was an emotional ride.
It was a roller coaster.
I'm not very, very good with my memory anyway, so, you know.
It's not just that. You've got to have a break from it, because you've also got to have like a bit of a mental cleansing. Would you agree with that?
Oh, yes.
Because
I am the bastard, apparently. Yes, I am. Yes, I am the bastard. The lovable, sexy, gorgeous, pretty-faced, hungry bastard.
Fuck. Anyway, I'm just going to clearly point this out, is you have to have a mental cleansing, because in between... What makes it even worse is, I thought the first season was bad. The second one, damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm gearing myself up for. I'm gearing myself up for the second... Because am I right in saying that Chris Benoit's the second season?
Yes, it is. And Owen.
And Owen Hart, yeah. So it's going to be taxing.
And I already know what the first episode is of season 2 is. And it's a doozy. It would be the episode, I think it's the Dino Bravo episode.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. That one, I'll be honest with you. I went into that one thinking, I'll give it a watch, probably, and everything. But all I'll just say to you is that on season 1, the first episode you watched, which was Brody Lee.
Yeah.
Gut punch.
No.
Not Brody Lee.
Not
Brody Lee. Yeah, I just
Bruiser Brody. You
Bruiser
cocked up again. I managed to go through the whole entire segment of Gorgeous Gino without being referring to Gino as George.
And I guff it up in 1 second.
Well, you're very good at guffing.
No, correction. I'll fuck I fucked it up.
Yeah, you fucked it up. Yeah, it's nice that you're being honest.
Yes, but anyway, point being is, it's one of them episodes where it will give you a gut punch when you don't expect it. It really is. So I'm just giving you a heads up on it.
I'll look forward to it, but like I say, I just need to take a breather from it for a little bit and replace it with something else that I will no doubt conjure up like a cocktail concoction.
I see what you did there.
But anyway, let's move on.
Yep, let's move on. Where shall we go to?
Have we got an epic wrestling moment?
I can't think of one off the top of my head, but didn't have we already mentioned it? We mentioned WrestleMania, didn't we? The infamous Undertaker moment against Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Where he decided to do his leap.
The leap of faith.
And the Shawn Michaels moves out the way. The cam man is meant to catch him. And didn't. Because he's meant to be a stunt double. Or, basically, the cameraman was there with a plant.
You're joking.
No, I'm not. And what makes it worse is instead he planted Undertaker on his face. Because he didn't catch him. Oops. Which was Jimmy Snuka's son. Oh dear. And people wonder why he got released quite pretty much suddenly after that moment. I wonder why.
Yes.
Dropping Undertaker at WrestleMania on his head.
Well, the thing is that he could have been in a Buried Alive match after and still got buried alive. But it turns out just to bury his own career, all he had to do was drop the Undertaker on his head.
Oh my God! Somebody, I dropped Undertaker. It's not like he dropped the Golden Child like Bubba Ray did.
Oh yes.
And if you've watched certain interviews, you'll know what I'm referencing there.
Yep.
But anyway, that's covered, correct? That's the golden moments. We'll move on. Non-wrestling topics.
Yes. We have actually been watching Disney Plus for a specific reason. On Wednesday. Why? Why on Wednesday, Mr. Burns?
Because that was the episode when Loki came out.
So why would we watch it on Wednesday?
Because that's when his episodes come out.
Yes, it is. So, just to remind you that it wasn't Friday, it was Wednesday.
Yes. It was.
So you know, you weren't very low key about what you were saying,
for fuck's sake! When the fuck? I was waiting for it!
I
was waiting for that one.
I was literally looking up to the heavens, waiting for this moment to happen yet again.
Do me a favour, please just bring back the original Loki from Dogma. Fuck. Did you watch it?
Yes, I did watch it on Wednesday.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to do this, and I know it's going to sound like a cheap plug. On what day?
On why Wednesday?
I was about to say, when you went to say Wednesday, I was going to say why Wednesday then. But you clocked on.
Just trying to keep me off guard. Ooh, ice cream man. Sorry, my mind wandered for a moment there.
It happens. I'll just blame in this heat.
In this heat, yes. I am fannying myself around.
In this heat?
In this heat? I jump so high, matey.
Fuck off.
Choke slam! Oh, look, matey, I jump so high. Oh, dear. I think we should put that video of you jumping so high on.
Nope. Nope.
I jump so high, matey.
Nope.
How many inches did you come off the
Shut
floor?
Nope. I hope that doesn't see the light of day, doesn't go onto the YouTube channel, or even get shared out.
I do.
Nope.
I hope it is. So, Teak really wants to know why.
Nope.
So,
Just no.
I'm going to say it.
No. If it's going to be done, it'll have to be from the footage, and you'll have to find it from the dark pits of hell.
I'm going to tell her about it. I won't do it on the air, though. I'll be nice.
Really? Really?
She says, that needs to happen. Ask Kelsey. He most likely has it.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, Teak, you're right.
Fuck!
Yes.
Fuck.
Oh, yeah, she's definitely a winner there.
She just screamed Kelsey's fucking line now as well.
No. She didn't see it. No. No. She knows she's onto you, Mr. Burns. She knows where the video footage is.
Just what the fuck?
Oh, big shout out to Kelsey. Just so high, matey. Oh, dear. I told you, the gift that keeps on giving.
I didn't even give it this time!
But you received it, didn't you? Oh, dear.
Really?
Anyway, let's get back to Loki.
Let's get back to Loki, shall we?
Oh, let's do the Loki Koki. Oh, the Loki Koki.
No comment. Anyway, let's just get back to Loki. No spoilers, just to point that out.
Yes.
But I will say, there was a lot in that episode. There was a lot to cover in that episode, but it also had some unusual, weird variables in it that didn't exactly make sense, but I'm hoping that they'll probably clear up on later episodes. Agreed?
Yes.
I did think it was an absolute great episode.
I believe that. Do you remember the gif of a guy sitting at a table outside of a university?
Yeah.
With a sign saying "Change my mind."
Prove me wrong, change my mind. Yep.
Yeah. Prove me wrong, change my mind. Loki is going to be one of the best series.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to change. I'm not going to touch it. I'll sign up I'll sign up to that table with you.
Yeah, I just believe it is because it's too good. And I mean, it's like there are certain parts of it you're like, so this kind of makes everything that the Avengers have done pretty much irrelevant because now what they have been dealing with is no longer the most powerful entity in the universe.
Yeah.
And that is just like describing it without any spoilers.
No, that's a good way. No. It's like, oh, it's like, here's your bag of crisps that you ordered, sir. Your top quality crisps for you to buy it. And it's like, ooh, that's really nice. Then find out that's actually just like a bag of but what would the like? I'm just trying to think of a cheap, nice crisp though. I'm trying to think of them.
Just about to say, why don't you Google it?
Space Invaders crisps. Is it Space Invaders crisps?
Yes. But
Yes.
what have Space Invaders crisps got to do with Loki?
I'm just saying. It's like you find out and then finding out that there's an actual bag of walkers. I just failed at that analogy.
Oh my god, that was so fucking painful to listen to.
Basically, it's like they were confined to the Earth and they just found out there's a universe.
It couldn't be any more painful if I watched Speedy Gonzales running down a fucking concrete road and using his bollocks for brakes. Arriba!
Yeah.
Stop trying to pretend that you didn't find that funny.
That was funny, but I'm just disappointed in myself. It's funny, but I'm just disappointed in what I just did because I just butchered it.
Yeah, even Tick agrees with me. You butchered that.
Yeah, I did.
You butchered that.
Yeah, I butchered that. Anyway, the whole show itself is great, wonderful. I've already got a few theories on it already.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to do it without spoiling anything.
Okay, well, have a crack, and if you start to spoil it, I'll slap you down.
I can't because I know straight away if I mention anything right now, it's going to spoil it. I'm going to have to put my theory until next week.
Yeah, well, okay then. Put it to next week because obviously we've already.
Because there's a lot to take into that episode. And yes, it might have been on Wednesday, so you've had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and now Sunday, technically for about 3 to 4 days to watch it. I still think you need to give it a week to give everyone a chance.
Yeah, I think all as well. We all need to jump aboard the locomotion.
Yeah.
The Loki motion.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Come on, baby, do the Loki motion.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, okay. Anyway, it's a great TV show. Recommend highly. Damn right, highly recommend. Would you agree?
Ooh. Yeah, I would highly recommend. I can't say that to Tika because I don't want to spoil anything.
I take it she's just throwing in a theory?
Yeah.
Good one or bad one?
It's actually a very tasty one.
Ooh.
Interesting. Okay. Well, it's away from my theory, but yeah, okay. I would actually prefer that, to be honest. Excellent. But we'll discuss that more next week anyway. Because I would imagine that next week, on Wednesday.
Yep.
In a few days' time, on a Wednesday.
Yep.
Is it on the Wednesday? Is it definitely going to be Wednesday?
It's Wednesday.
Do you want to Google it? Do you want to double check? Triple check?
It is Wednesday because, bear this in mind, Facebook literally turns around and says, Wednesday's the new Fridays for Loki.
Oh, I actually like both of them theories, Teak. Oh, yes. I'll explain to you when we go off air anyway, Mr. Burns.
Yeah, okay. That sounds like some good theories there. Okay. So, anyway, shall we continue?
Yeah, I mean, we're coming to a close now anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, that's about a wrap up, would you say? Am I right to
That,
say that now?
yeah, that's what she said. Oh, yeah.
Right. Anyway, we have got plugs and everything to cover, but we just mentioned that we do actually have a links page on the website, but we also always cover a link every Wednesday at the moment currently, as the interviews are currently on our hiatus, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So we're making sure to share the love.
The love. The love.
And of course, if everyone wants to know what the website is, it is of course www.theburningtruthuk.com.
.com. Yes, it is. It is. It certainly is.
It's where we've got our blog. You can listen to current episodes, past interviews. You can check out the links page, but let me just point this out. We cannot be held responsible for anything that is on the links page because we do not have any control of any external links. And I'm going to have to mention this one right now because we missed it last week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
If anybody wants to support us, we have a certain page, don't we?
Yes, we do have a certain page.
Agreed?
Yes.
Would you care to mention it?
He's back again. Motorbike horse is on the road.
God damn it.
Oh, yes. Oh.
And it's still going.
Oh. He got me again. Son of a bitch. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, continue. Please continue before he comes back and I die.
He's gone. He's gone.
Right.
Really? Go away. I thought you were coming back then.
I don't. I think that was you trying to hide a sneaky fart this time.
No, I did not. You all know that is that certain motorbike. God damn it.
Oh, God. I've got dry mouth from laughing so hard now.
Damn it.
But anyway, yes, we missed a particular page last week, and I was rather disappointed and very annoyed with Matt Burns. But at the same time, bear in mind that I am also to blame if we don't mention it.
Yes. Agreed. Which is
and it is a part of our page. It is a part of our page. So really, we should know.
Yes, it is.
But the last few weeks obviously have been brain fart moments. Lots of.
Especially in this heat.
Especially in this heat. So, without further ado, I bring to you, because I missed that bit out of my disclaimer, buy my fucking merch!
Yes. Buy our merch, basically, is what he's saying. Basically, any purchases do actually help us out massively, and it does. It goes towards the burning truth. It doesn't even line our pockets. Our pockets. Just finish this episode off. I give up already. I give up.
Line your pockets with. It doesn't line our pockets. Fucking hell. Yeah, I think we're giving up on life at the moment. Let's just fucking move on with the plugs.
Just fuck.
Anything else you'd like to mention, like Diesel or?
No, just no.
No.
Fuck.
And breathe. Come on, we can get through this. We can do this.
Anyway, we have, of course, our social media, which is we're on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and I'm trying my best not to mess up here now. And we are, of course, across multiple platforms where you can listen to past episodes, which are either on the website, Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Deezer, Amazon Music, and many other sources. Just fuck off. Just fuck off. Fuck. I'll repeat it again. You can listen to past episodes, and probably the current ones, on either the website, Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes,
Diesel.
Google Podcast, Deezer.
These nuts.
Fuck off.
That was courtesy of Teak.
Fuck off. Amazon Music, and other sources.
Oh dear, just not HP. You couldn't be laughing that hard. I'm laughing like fucking Muttley. Oh, whew! I almost lost my cool there.
I think you just fucking did.
Oh, don't worry, there'll be many. The world is your oyster. I'm gonna put a pillow over my face. I can't stop laughing. Oh God!
Can you
I sound
believe?
at the moment. I think I sound like I smoke 100 fags a day at the minute. Oh God! Oh, I hate you, Matt Bins. Oh.
Breathe.
Did you say believe instead of breathe?
I said breathe.
Teak seems to think otherwise.
No idea why, but it was breathe.
She says you're a liar.
I'm not a liar.
Oh, come on, we'll be here all fucking week.
I know.
Whew.
Anyway.
So we've got to do that. Yeah.
Anyway, let's get on to the wrap up, which is the mental health.
Serious note.
Unless there's any interruptions.
Nope, none. Sorry. Not sorry. But carry on.
I just don't know what to... Fuck.
Oh, for God's sake. Shall I take over for a little bit?
Please do, because I'm just... Fuck. Let's take over, please.
Yes. So, mental health message of the week is: it is okay to be not okay. And asking for help is never a sign of weakness. And if you do end up reaching out to somebody, good for you.
Yeah.
But you will find out that there are more people that care for you than you'll ever know.
Agreed. And of course, we always state never compare your behind the scenes to other people's greatest hits.
Yep.
Quote from Tom Campbell of Cultaholic. Make yourself a priority once in a while. It's not selfish. It's necessary.
Ah, yes. It is necessary. We all know what it's like.
And if you could be anything in this world right now, please be more kind.
Don't be Irvine.
Or at the very least, be my therapist, please, for fuck's sake.
I could be your therapist. You just
no!
wouldn't. You wouldn't like the outcome.
I think I'll just be in a mental home one time.
I thought you already were.
No, but I'm heading there. I'm heading there. And of course, we always recommend everyone to please follow the number one rule of Progress Wrestling, the burning truth, and generally in life.
And that is, don't be a dick.
Pretty much.
Or a filthy dick.
Yeah. And of course...
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Anyway.
Chihuahua.
And of course, we always recommend you all to be excellent to each other.
Bill and Ted.
Yeah. I'm not even going to bother even asking the question because I know you're not going to know it.
Well, hang on a minute. I think you're doing me a bit of fucking disservice. I've got to try. So, right. Bill.
Yeah.
S. Preston.
What the fuck?
And Ted. Theodore. Logan.
I'll fucking give you that. You're close enough with the Bill S. Preston Esquire. You're fucking close enough with it. I'll fucking give it you.
No, you will not.
I mean, that was... Nope.
No, you will not give it me until I have actually done it properly. God, that sounded very wrong.
Anyway, with that being said, shall we just move on?
Yeah, let's just move on because we're just getting terrible.
Yeah, we're just getting worse and worse. It just feels like I'm deteriorating.
Oh, God.
It's like, I'm failing!
That's because you need coffee date.
Fuck.
Come on, the fucking pubs will be closing.
Right. Anyway, of course, that's a wrap up for this week that's the end of this episode. We'll hopefully catch you on the next episode. But with all that being said, we hope you all stay well, stay safe. And until the next episode, we hope you catch up with some friends, family, and probably colleagues you haven't spoken to in a while. But of course, we always recommend you check out your local wrestling and their social media. With that being said, I've been Matt Burns. Where have you been?
1, 2, sit on the loo. 3, 4, shit on the floor. 5, 6, pick up the stick.
No comment. No comment.
And I've been James Irvine. Oh, here it comes again, Mr. 40 Pants. What a way to end the show, ladies and gentlemen. I give to you, Matt Beard, this fucking smelly bottom.
It's not. It's a bite that's going round, and don't know why it keeps going round in circles. Got it!
Oh, I think we need to end it now before something else happens.
Yeah, and I go into goddamn rage mode. And to quote off another TV show, rage, fucking rage.
Okay, Maury.
And with that, it's been emotional. We'll hope to catch you next week. Until then, catch you later.
Bye-bye.